What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Skills. Hey, how y'all doing today? What's up? Alright, so it's the weekend. Yup. So anyhow, you see this? It has been a long time, a lick. Haven't done much unboxing. But normally, like I said, it's the holidays, so you know, thing is, with the holidays passing, it's hard to, you know, like most games are already out and everything, so you know, there's a slight drought and everything, but things are starting to get, they'll start to kick up in a little while. Alright, so check this out. You see this? That means I got something in the mail, alright? Not quite sure what it is, but let's go ahead and unbox it and see. And I'm going to do a segment after this that's called, Score. I got some really cool stuff. Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. Let's see what's going on. Alright. What's going on? How y'all doing? Good, excellent. Hope y'all went to go see that movie Red Tails. Like I said, loved it. People talking about one-dimensional characters and stuff. Listen, they made this, you know, watered down enough so that people, older people, can understand, and they understand. Okay, this is somewhat historical data that's behind this, but he made it so that children can go see it. All right, so y'all, you know, please. You know, you talking about one-dimensional? Top Gun was one-dimensional, but people still love it. So many other movies are like that, alright? So look, just quit being so harsh and everything because it's a colored cast, alright? Okay, so that's that. Let's see alright. 2012 Delusion by Danny Daniels, alright? So check this out. This is a book here, says, will the world end on December 21st, 2012? Is it a hoax? Is it a reality? Is it predicted in the Bible? So, alright, so you can see that right there. So that's what I got in the mail today. It's a book. And what's really interesting about Danny Daniels is, alright, and that's him right there. When I was on the mission field, okay, hold up. And, oh, nice. Okay, so check this out. He also sent me a couple DVDs, which I'm going to go ahead and probably going to go ahead and play real quick. Whoops. But anyway, it's the 2012 Delusion. So you see that it came in this case. And then, alright, here is the other DVD. Alright. Let's see. Hi. Come on, Pastor Danny. What's up with this? Alright, so tell y'all a little bit of background. Okay, and this is the other one called Mortal Midnight. Alright. Now, pretty interesting, alright. I guess he knew I was going to do unboxings and stuff, so he sent this, alright. And then he also sent a personal note. Memo from Danny Daniels to Willie Jefferson. Messages, and new book. Greetings, friend. Brother and let me see. Oh, co-worker. Okay, brother and co-worker. Blessings in life, Danny. P.S. By the way, there will be 31.6 peanuts in each peanut bag sold. Alright, at any Tim Tebow football game. So that's funny. But anyway, alright. So to make a long story short, Pastor Dr. Danny Daniels, alright, he's a pastor over in Las Vegas. We met, he was actually pastor of Mission Way Baptist Church in Fremont, California when I was on the mission field. And anointed man of God, he also likes, you know, likes to play guitars, loves Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix. But anyway, his testimony is that he was a Marine. And he was at a place, I believe, called Fubai. And in it, he had swapped places with this fellow Marine. This guy was saying, hey, give me $20. Pastor Danny said, give me $20. I'll take your guard shift. You can go ahead and sleep. So the guy said, bet. So gave him $20. And then all of a sudden, the Vietnamese, you know, these sappers came through the wire. And it was just all hell that broke loose. And he was like, wow, I'm about to die. But anyway, it lasted, the battle lasted several hours. And he made it through. It was the grace of God. But what's interesting is the person that he swapped places with, that guy that paid him $20, actually ended up dying that particular evening. So the thing is, after that, he really looked at his life, with Christ, and ended up going to Golden Gate Theological, and I think some other place. But I know for a fact that a real good friend of his was also minister there, one of his fellow students, a guy by the name of Rick Warren. So yep, the guy that did Purpose Driven Life, yep, Saddleback Church in Southern Cal. Him and Pastor Danny, really cool. Matter of fact, Pastor Danny had a Vietnam ministry, which is part of that right there. And Rick actually called him to staff and said, hey, you want to go ahead and do your your Vietnam Veterans for Christ thing. And ministry said yep. So that was it. So he's been to Vietnam a few times, and like I said, now he's pastoring the church over in Las Vegas. Awesome man, very close brother. Matter of fact, he was the first person I talked to right after I got called to preach. So really, really good friend. We connected via Facebook. So anyway, so this is his book. So this is what he sent. So it's not a video game. So anyway, but it's the 2012 Delusion, and a big old question mark on it. Like I said, Danny, really, really good guy. But I'm gonna tell you what, thing is, like, if you get a chance, Google it. I even have an autographed copy of his book. But Mortal Midnight is a really, really cool, really cool story. And hopefully one day, they'll bring it to the big screen. Really awesome testimony. So okay, so I'm coming right back. I have a score piece I'm going to do. So that's what came in the mail today. So no video games, y'all. So the drought's still on as far as video games, but at least I do have an unboxing. Alright, so it's your boy Skills. Holla at me on Twitter, at the real M4d Ski11z. Hit me on Facebook, hit me on Tumblr, Google+. If you see me on Clout, go ahead and add me there and everything. So alright, so it's your boy Skills. Talk to y'all later. Deuces!